Hey guys, you're watching Matt the Musketeer, and today I have another catch-up commentary for you. I have another subject to throw out there, another couple of questions for you guys to ponder on, and maybe I can answer some of those questions myself in this video. Recently, I've been doing quite a few of these catch-up commentaries and bringing out subjects and putting forward subjects for you guys to, leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, which I've really been enjoying kind of interacting with you guys and hearing your thoughts. And also, as I said, being able to hopefully answer some of these questions myself in the video. But before we jump into the subject of today's video, I just want to say a couple of things. Some of you guys may or may not know that this week we did break through 3,000 subscribers, which is pretty incredible, really. That is a massive milestone for myself, and I am pretty overwhelmed by that 3,000 of you guys have come across to my channel and found it suitable enough and good enough for you guys to hit the subscribe button. And I say we hit 3,000 subscribers because even though it is just my own channel and I'm the only one who uploads to it, you guys outnumber me by 3,000 to 1. So without you guys, this channel wouldn't be anywhere and it wouldn't mean anything. So I just want to thank you for the constant support of the likes and the comments and the favourites, and of course for subscribing in the first place. So, thank you for all the help. It does mean a lot to me. Now, jumping into the subject of today's video, you can probably see from the gameplay already that I had my little TRYHARD hat on when I was playing this game. And my TRYHARD hat comes in the form of the M16 with the heavy barrel, the foregrip and the Cobra sight, which is pretty much a universal TRYHARD setup now. And I think it's a scientific fact that this setup is the most accurate assault rifle setup you can have within the game. It's pretty much the god gun of Battlefield 3. Now, before any of you guys see this weapon and go, oh my god, TRYHARD gun, dislike the video, dislike, there is actually a reason why I was using this setup. Now, the evening that I had this match, I had actually been playing quite a few games, none of which I've been taking too seriously, and I hadn't been doing too well. I've just, been fooling around with different guns and trying different setups. And then I joined this game, and it was a fresh game right from the very start, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this game my all. I'm going to give it 100% and see how I can do. So I intentionally set up this TRYHARD class, and I thought, I'm going to give this game 100%. Now, for any of you guys who watch a lot of my videos or have, been a long-time subscriber, you'll know that I do PTFO, but I wouldn't say I'm the most serious of players. Sometimes, I'll run into a situation that I know is going to get me killed, but I might be able to kill one or two other people on the way, or something funny might happen. So I wouldn't say that I take myself very seriously, but I do PTFO. But in this game, I decided to give it 100%, and that's why I set up this TRYHARD class that I was using in the game. And it did work pretty well. As you can see from the gameplay here, I went pretty much 50 for about 10 or something like that, which is, not an absolutely fucking mental score, but it's a reasonable score nonetheless. It was a pretty good score. I mean, it did win the game. So it made me come to the question that when you consciously decide that you want to try and do better, I find that it does work. Sometimes you go into a game, I think we all do this, you go into a game and it's just standard run-of-the-mill game, you just jump in, you don't really think about what you're doing, you're just like, meh, I'm going to play a game. And then sometimes, and I actually find that this is when you've not played Battlefield for a while, if you've not played for a week or so, and you jump back on the game, because it's your first game back, you sometimes feel like you have something to prove to yourself. And I don't know about you, but I actually find myself doing better on my first game back on after a short break than I do on a standard game sometimes. And this then made me question, well, what is it that makes somebody a pro player? What is it about somebody's play style that makes them play that little bit more professionally than everybody else? And can all of us play like pros? Can we all have the ability to play like a professional? It's an interesting question, and my frank answer to this is yes. I think we all have the ability to play like pros. Now, a lot of people might say, well, a pro player has, an extreme capability with their gunplay. They're really accurate and they can hit their target every single time. Now, I don't think gunplay has anything to do with being able to play like a pro, and that's because I think if you played this game for more than 6 or 7 weeks and you've put in a lot of time, bear in mind this game has been out for almost 2 years now, most of these people who play it have played it for the entire time. So if you played it for the entire 2 years this game's been out, your gunplay is down, it is solid. And I think it's very rarely that you come across a player and you're like, damn nigga, he hit me from across the map. Every single player has very similar gun accuracy and gunplay, so I don't think playing like a pro is about how good you are with the weapons you use. I think being able to play like a professional, and I use the term professional in very loose terms here because I actually have a lot of qualms with the word professional. A lot of people throw that around saying they're professional players, but really, if you're a professional, it means it's your profession, it's your way of life, it's your skill, and it's your income. So unless you're making your entire living from playing Battlefield alone, then you're not a professional. I mean, YouTubers who play Battlefield, they're not professionals either because they make their income from YouTube videos, not actually from playing Battlefield 3. So the use of the term professional is actually thrown around in the wrong context quite a lot when it comes to video gaming. And there's kind of two levels to it really. You get people who claim to be professionals on YouTube, and then of course famously there are all the pro professionals who say, we're even better than the YouTubers, and they're all in the big, national clans and worldwide competitions, and they practice 2 or 3 times a week, and they organise matches in clans. Daskro does a lot of this kind of stuff, and it makes me think, well, are you a professional? I mean, I play football with my mates twice a week, and we practice twice a week, and we organise matches. Does that make us professional football players? I don't think so, really. So, the use of the term professional, I do actually have a lot of problems with that, the way it's thrown around within the gaming community. But I digress. I will try not to continue ranting about my opinion on professional players and try and get back to the subject at hand. Now, as I was saying, I think playing like a professional isn't about gunplay or gun prowess. I think it's more about the way you make decisions throughout the game. Now, this is something that I think we all do. When we're playing the game, we come into situations where sometimes it's going to get you killed, or you don't even care that it's going to get you killed. You sometimes put yourself in a position where you're putting yourself in danger, and you do it because either you're bored, or you think maybe I can get myself 1 or 2 cheeky kills, or you're just not too bothered about dying. Now, I think this is something that professional players or people who play like professionals never do. Every situation is thought through, and every kind of consequence and action is thought through, and they try and play as if every life is a human life, as if it's your real life. Now, I think this is something that we all do. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm playing a game, my first life in the game, I treat it as if it's like a brand new born baby. I try and look after that first life as much as possible. And then once you've been killed once, you kind of go meh, and you just start, getting back into the flow of things, and just, killing, dying, and not really taking a care about each individual life. Now, this is something I think professional players don't do. They care and make the most of every life they can within the game. But this then makes you ask, well, why can't you do this with every single game? Why can't you play like a professional in every single match? And I think it's because it is quite a mentally exhausting thing to do. To try and play with your head in the right mindset to fight the urge to run in and get yourself killed and get cheap kills and have more of an exciting time, probably, is a hard thing to do. It mentally is quite straining, I think, to constantly be on the ball and aware of your situations and your surroundings and play to the best ability you can. But hey, that is just my opinion on the subject. More importantly, I want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. I want you guys to tell me what it is that you think makes someone a professional player and what makes them play like a professional player. But in the meantime, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. We just have enough time to pick this week's winner of the video game code, which is Far Cry 3. And once again, I pulled this name at random from my subscription list, and this week's winner is Elio Pro. So I've messaged you your game code. In the meantime, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. You still have yourself a chance to win a game in the future, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.